What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, MLB DFS video. It is Wednesday edition. We are back with you. We got an early slate and then a main slate, and we're going to cover it for you. So if you've never been here before, you hopefully are in for a treat. We do things a little differently here. We go through each game. We look at the pitchers, batters, historical matchups, batter splits, everything for you. On top of that, we try to have giveaways every single day. And here's how we can have a giveaway. If you are new to the channel or you are already a subscriber, clicking on the videos every single day, watching the ads or clicking on the ads, watching the entire video every single day, maybe a couple of times, all of that helps us be able to have these giveaways. And here's how you can win these giveaways. First way, like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. It's simple, it's easy, it's free. If this video gets at least 50 likes and you've done all that, you will have a shot at a free week of FTA+. 100 likes on the video, a shot at a free month. 150 likes, a free year. 200 or more likes on the video, a shot at a lifetime pass. Now, that includes all sports that we currently offer, not just MLB. So those sports we offer currently, MLB, Thursdays are PGA, Saturdays are MMA, and Sundays are NASCAR for the majority. Sometimes there'll be a Saturday NASCAR race. But those are our four core sports that we are working on right now until the NFL is back. And we are very excited. It's already June. We've got less than 3 months to go until NFL, and you guys know that we absolutely love the NFL, and we feel like we kill it with the NFL. The second way to win, there's a second giveaway. Somewhere in the video, there'll be a keyword or a key phrase. Look for it, type it in, and have your second shot at a free week. So we are going to see who the two winners, or maybe one winner, is from yesterday's video. That video, 878 views, 53 comments, 118 likes. So whoever this is right here will win a free month of FTA+. Now, even if the keyword is in this first name, we're still going to re-roll it. So there you go, Kurt Muller. Congratulations. Been a minute since you've won, but you are a free month winner. Now, you did have the keyword of orange, but we're still going to re-roll it for that keyword. So make sure you always have the keyword in your comment so you cannot miss out. So the winner of the free week of FTA+ due to the comment is... there you go, Pathway 1830. Orange chicken me, please. Yes, I do love me some orange chicken. So congratulations to both of you. Both email me. If you are Kurt, please email me with the subject line June 10th video views winner. And then Pathway, please email me. You are the June 10th keyword winner. And then let me know your guys' usernames on our website. If you do not have a username, please give me an email, username, email, and password, and we will set you up. So you can always find everything under the MLB tab here. Looking everything right through here. Hopefully it helps you out. Hopefully you're able to bring home the bacon with. So without further ado, we are going to use Outlier. There is one game we're not going to cover. It's the Miami Marlins at the Pittsburgh Pirates. For whatever reason, it's 30 minutes earlier than the main slate. I really don't know why. So if we are looking through this, we see that weather's not really a concern for this early slate. And then weather should be good. I wasn't jealous about the Yankees game last night, the one I was supposed to be at, because they only won 10-2. Max Fried shoved, Judge hit a home run, Austin Wells had 5 RBIs. No big deal. Not upset that I didn't go to it. But we are back. We are going to look at this, and we are going to look at the first game on the slate. But before we do, we're going to look at ballpark factors. There is a Coors game. The wind is blowing out at Coors, 21%. Chance for home runs. Progressive Field, Cincy at Cleveland, 11% chance of home runs. Citizens Bank Park, it is hot and humid and the ball's flying out of here. There's a 15% chance of runs. Angel Stadium, Athletics at the Angels, the wind is blowing directly out, so home run chances there, 19%. American Family Field, Atlanta at Milwaukee, it is a dome, so it doesn't matter, but it's a 24% chance of rain. It's a 24% chance of home runs. It's a retractable roof, so the roof probably open. And then Citi Field, Washington at the New York Mets. The New York Mets, we'll see, but 13% chance for home runs in this ballpark. So that being said, we are going to look game by game. So you got Luzardo here, 4.46 ERA, coming off back-to-back negative fantasy points. One against Toronto, one against Milwaukee. Splits-wise, he's already faced the Cubs this year, went 6 innings, 2 runs, had 23.9. So basically, with DraftKings, you're looking for about 25 to 30 fantasy points from each one of your pitchers. Fanduel, about 45 to 50. So he's had success against them. But the wind blowing out and the way the Cubs have been playing, that's an iffy pick for me. And then Ben Brown, kind of the same thing. 5 ERA, back-to-back good starts. One against Detroit, 21 fantasy points. One against Cincy, 30 fantasy points. He's already faced Philly once this year. 9 hits allowed, 3.2 innings, 6 earned runs. There's other pitching today. Again, I'll let you know. I'm not always right. I'm wrong sometimes. We'll just look at this. Bats that have had success against Luzardo for the Cubs. Kyle Tucker does have a home run. He's batting 1 for 14 with a home run. And then Carson Kelly does have a home run. Against lefties this year, we're looking at Reese McGuire batting 286. He might get the start today for catcher. Nico Horner batting 345. You got Matt Shaw batting 263. You got Justin Turner batting 255. Suzuki batting 323 with 7 bombs. Wouldn't be surprising if Suzuki has 2+ bases or a home run today. Kyle Tucker hits lefties better. Looking at 308 batting average, 5 home runs there. Ian Happ also batting 301 against left-handed pitching. Philly bats against Ben Brown. Even though they put up 6 runs, they didn't have a home run. But against righties this year, like JT Realmuto, he's batting 292 with 5 bombs. I would look at him. Alec Bohm batting 284 with 4 bombs. Bryson Stott batting 246 with 4 home runs. Castellanos 275 batting average with 5 home runs. Max Kepler 212, 6 bombs. And Brandon Marsh 255 with 1 home run and 10 RBIs. Those are probably the ones I'm looking at in here. I'm probably fading the pitching just because we have other options, and the weather, the wind, everything, ballpark factors scares me a little bit in that one. So then we're going to move to the Cincy at the Cleveland Guardians game. Again, the wind blowing out. You got Nick Lodolo versus Logan Allen. And you can come down here. You can see Lodolo, 30 plate appearances, 385 batting average against Cleveland. Logan Allen, 25 plate appearances, 318. So we can drill down a little bit deeper and look. Lodolo this year has not faced the Cleveland Guardians. He does have a 3.21 ERA. When he's pitching on the road, he's got a 1.25, so he has been better. Again, Great American Small Park, that makes sense. Really hasn't hit value his last 3 starts. Once against Arizona and twice against the Cubs. Now he goes up against Cleveland. That, I don't know. I mean, he's good on the road, but Cleveland can hit. And then you got Logan Allen, 4.42 ERA. Really hasn't had a good start since May 13th, almost a full month. Didn't do anything against Minnesota. Got clobbered by Detroit. The Angels, he did okay, but the Angels are bad. Still gave up, only pitched 1 inning there for whatever reason. Must have been a rain delay or something. And then Houston, 4 earned runs against Houston, 88 pitches. So it's very up and down with the wind, with the weather, everything. I don't know if I want the pitching in this one either. Bats against Logan Allen. The only one that has had success is Jose Trevino with a home run. Against left-handed pitching, though, they aren't really hitting that well. Tyler Stevenson batting 296 with 2 bombs. Ellie's only batting 190 with 2 bombs. Espinal batting 265. CJ Friedel 232 with a home run. Like, they are not hitting lefties well. So maybe you look at a little bit of Logan Allen because he is 6K. He is cheaper. He's only averaging 9 fantasy points a game, though. That's not going to be enough for your lineup at all. Cleveland bats against Lodolo. Jose Ramirez has, I think he's batting 4 for 5 with a home run. So he sees him well. Again, 5 at-bats is a very small sample size. And then against lefties, Manzardo batting 206 with 4 bombs. You got Jose Ramirez batting 403 against lefties with 2 home runs. Angel Martin batting 275 with a bomb. Stephen Kwan batting 260. Like, overall, they don't do very well against lefties. So you could look at both of these pitchers. I think both of these pitchers are probably only tournament options. I don't think you trust them in cash, especially with the ballpark, with the weather, the wind. That's something that I would probably monitor. Then you got Atlanta at Milwaukee as the next game. You got Spencer Schwellenbach versus Chad Patrick. Neither pitcher has faced the other team before. So, is it an advantage to the batters? Is it a little bit more advantage to the pitchers? It could be. So Schwellenbach is 9,500. He keeps creeping back up to that 10,000 mark, right around there. Against San Francisco, he was 10,000. He got 10.7 fantasy points. 1 fantasy point per game. Or 1 fantasy point per $1,000 is what we got there. The game before that against Boston, 11 Ks, 37.3. San Diego, 11 Ks, 29.6. Now, he's never faced Milwaukee before. Milwaukee bats against right-handed pitching. They do pretty well. He's been very up and down. 9,500 for Schwellenbach. Now, he could have a good game. He's shown us kind of recently that maybe he doesn't have a good game. And that kind of scares me a little bit. So we look at him. If we aren't using Schwellenbach and we're looking at Milwaukee bats, William Contreras against righties, 270 batting average, 5 bombs. You've got Rhys Hoskins, 257 batting average with 5 home runs. Jackson Chourio only batting 211 but has 11 home runs. Christian Yelich, 252 batting average, 12 bombs against righties this year. Sal Frelick, 272 batting average with 4 home runs. These are the bats that I would look at. You can always throw in maybe a Bryce Terang, maybe a Jake Bauers if he's in there, Eric Haase. Just depends if they are in there. Atlanta bats obviously have never faced Chad Patrick before. He comes in, 2.84 ERA, pretty good. We look at splits. When he's pitching at home, he's got a 2.25, so he has pitched better at home. And the Braves, like, while their offense is good, I think since Acuna's been back, they're like 2-15 or 2-13 or something, 3-15. They're struggling bad. They're under 500. When you think Braves, you think smashing. They're not. So Chad Patrick for tournaments at 8,500 because of how much the Braves are struggling, I'm okay with that. But then if we look at this, if you want to look at Braves bats, Drake Baldwin, 301 batting average, 5 bombs against righties. Austin Riley, 285 batting average, 8 home runs. Acuna batting 388 with 4 bombs. Those batters are doing well, but then like the bullpen comes in, their starting pitching gives up a ton of runs. Michael Harris, 246 batting average, 3 home runs, also steals bases. Verdugo, 271 batting average, no home runs. Eli White, 281 batting average, 3 home runs. You could look at these guys. Chad Patrick for tournaments, I'm okay with. Milwaukee bats, I don't mind. The Braves, they have a great offense. It's just not clicking right now. I don't know what's going on. That's kind of where my thought process is. If I were to use a pitcher in this one, it's probably Chad Patrick. Toronto at St. Louis is next. You got Eric Lauer, who I believe will be an opener. Whether or not we like that or not, I don't know. Think it'll be an opener, and then Turnbull for long relief. Turnbull, I think, just got called up. Multi-inning role. You can't trust how long he's going to go into a game. You could throw him in there just because his ownership's going to be very, very low. He's going up against St. Louis, but that scares me a little bit. Lauer, you can't trust. He's going to be either 1 or 2 innings. You can't look at that. Then you got Matt Liberatore. Now, Liberatore coming in, 3.82 ERA, is coming off a couple of bad games, hasn't really hit value for a minute, so that's only, I mean, he's had a run here where we used him, where he's getting 20 plus, 30 plus. Now he's going up against Toronto. It scares me a little bit. Like, I don't think you can use either pitchers in these. Like, you've got an opener you're not going to use. If you were to use bats, no one's had success against Liberatore, but Toronto bats against lefties. Taylor Heineman, 647 batting average and 17 at-bats, 1 home run. Alejandro Kirk, 333 batting average, a home run. Vladdy batting 320 against lefties this year. Again, though, remember, lefty is in here for an inning or two. Vladdy batting 320 with 3 bombs. You got George Springer, 238 with 4 bombs. You got Miles Straw, 327 with 0 home runs. St. Louis bats against Eric Lauer. Arenado's 318 batting average with 3 bombs against him. Wilson Contreras batting 333 with 1 home run as well. And then against lefties. So, again, he's going to be in for a little bit, then a righty is going to be in there. But I would look at Arenado. I would look at Brendan Donovan. I would look at Victor Scott, Lars Nootbaar, Alec Burleson, Ivan Herrera. If he starts, I do like him as well. It's just this game's kind of a mess. Not weather concern, but an opener. I don't know. It's hard to break this game down because we just don't know how long an opener can go 1 inning or 2 innings, and that is it. That's what stinks. That's why I hate openers. And if you guys have been with us for the past 2 years, I absolutely hate openers. So the next game, it was on paper, it was Brian Wu yesterday, but he got moved back and they brought up Logan Evans. So you got Brian Wu at the Diamondbacks versus Eduardo Rodriguez. Wu, 21 plate appearances, 350. You got Erod, 75 plate appearances, 353. Not ideal situation. Wu has not faced Arizona this year. When Wu is pitching on the road, he's got 305. Coming off, I mean, he really hasn't hit value for a minute. May 18th was the last time he hit value. Against Baltimore, they were a very bad team, gave up all 4 runs. Minnesota, 3 earned runs, lost the game 12-6. Houston, 2-1 loss, gave up 2 runs. None of them earned, but those are the breaks. That's what happens. And that's kind of where to expect. I think I would take Wu for tournaments. Erod scares me. 6.71 ERA, hasn't hit value in a minute. Splitswise hasn't hit Seattle. Seattle's hit him in the past. That's probably what happens here. Batters against him, like Rowdy Tellez has 2 home runs. J-Rod has a home run. Against lefties this year, though, Cal Raleigh batting .299 with 8 home runs. Big dumper. Wouldn't be surprised if he starts. You got Williamson batting .289. You got Randy Arozarena batting .294 with 2 bombs. J-Rod this year, .243 batting average with 5 home runs. I would look at them. I don't trust Erod enough, though. And then Arizona bats against Wu. No one has a home run, but against righties, they are murdering righties this year. Gabriel Moreno batting .281 with 4 bombs. You got Ketel Marte batting .330 with 10 bombs. Josh Naylor, .320 batting average, 7 home runs. Eugenio Suarez batting .255 with 15 bombs. Corbin Carroll batting .272 with 16 bombs. Also can steal bases. Now, this is what I'm looking at. Arizona 2+ stack. What I mean by that is, if you are new to the channel, you can have 5 offensive players on DraftKings. You can have 4 on FanDuel. I like more than 5, so we have to do 2 different stacks here. You got Alec Thomas batting .285 with 3 bombs. Avin Smith, .289 with 4 bombs. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., .253 with 7 bombs. Like, it looks like an all-out Arizona stack is where you want to go with this one. And that's kind of probably where I'm going. I don't think I want either pitcher. I'd rather look at the Arizona bats just a little bit more, but I don't think Erod's in a good spot either. So stack that game. I think it could be a high-scoring game. Vegas has this game right now as an over-under of 9.5. So you could use that for your advantage. So the next game, you got the Athletics at the Angels. The Angels are the team that strikes out the most. I think we're used to that. You got JP Sears versus Kyle Hendricks. Like I said, Kyle Hendricks is just a boring guy. Probably boring in every aspect of his life. Sears has already faced the Angels once this year. Got shelled. 5 innings, 6 earned runs, only 4 Ks, 10 ERA, 2.5 fantasy point. That happened back on May 21st. They ended up losing that game 10-5. He gave up 6 of those 10 runs. Then you got Kyle Hendricks, 5.40 ERA, same kind of thing. Athletics, 5.2 innings, 4 earned runs, nothing. That was in Sacramento. He's 6,000. He's now 6,500. I really want nothing to do with either of these batters or pitchers. I'd rather look at the bats. So if I'm looking at the bats in this one, the Athletic bats against him, Nick Kurtz does have a home run, 2 for 3 with a home run. That is it. Right-handed pitching, Nick Kurtz batting .280 with 5 bombs this year. Austin Wynn batting .400 with 2 home runs. Tyler Soderstrom batting .275 with 13 bombs. Soderstrom, probably one of my favorite plays of the day. Luis Urias batting .244 with 5 bombs. Lawrence Butler, .289 with 8 bombs. Like, Athletics seem like another 2+ stack for the day. Brent Rooker, .252 batting average, 9 home runs. Denzel Clark, .282 batting average with a home run as well. Angels bats against Sears, like Zach Neto has 2 home runs. Logan O'Hoppe has 2 home runs. Joe Adell has a home run. Nolan Schanuel has a home run as well. And against lefties, like Darno, I don't know if he starts for catcher. Again, it's Wednesday. He might. .368 batting average with 2 home runs. Logan O'Hoppe batting .360 with 3 bombs. Zach Neto batting .250 with 3 bombs. You got Lugo batting .364 with a home run. He could be a cheap option. I don't know. Taylor Ward only batting .189 with 2 home runs. I'm kind of on the fence with him. Same thing with Adele. .156 batting average with 2 home runs there as well. So I do like stacks here. I'm not using the pitching in this one. I'd rather use the offense on both sides. And then the final game of the early slate, we've got the Dodgers at the Padres. You got Justin Robleski versus Randy Vasquez. Neither one has seen the other team, which, again, usually I'm like, oh, that's a good advantage. But Robleski comes in, 7 ERA, 3 starts, 4 earned runs against St. Louis, no earned runs against the Athletics, 20.4, and then Washington, 8 earned runs. He got lit up back in April. Now he goes against San Diego, which is a pitcher's park. And then Vasquez, .370 batting average. Really hasn't hit value. You can see up until the Angels on May 14th, so it's been almost a month here. When he pitches at home, he does have a .345 ERA. It is a pitcher's park, but this is the Dodgers. This is both of these teams. They can hit. They know what they're doing. Looking at that, I do understand that we see certain things when you build your lineups. I'm probably off the pitching in this one as well. Dodgers, they've never faced Randy Vasquez before, but he does come in with a 3.70 ERA. So right-handed pitching, we've got Mookie Betts batting 273 with 6 bombs. You got Freddie Freeman batting 374 this year with 7 home runs against righties. You got Kike Hernandez batting 244 with 3 home runs. Kim batting 373 with a home run. Max Muncy's batting 271 against righties with 9 bombs. He's kind of on fire lately. Tommy Edman batting 266 with 4 home runs. Pages batting 292 with 9 bombs. Ohtani batting 282 with 19 bombs. The Dodgers are another 2+ stack for me today. They do get the advantage, and they're the Dodgers. San Diego against Robleski, again, never faced him before. Against lefties, doing okay. You got Tyler Wade batting 294. I don't think he gets the start, but he would be a very cheap option for your slate. Machado batting 314 with 7 bombs. I'm definitely looking at him. Jose Iglesias batting 289. I would look at him. Luis Ariz is an on-base machine. Maldonado batting 290 with a home run, or Elias Diaz batting 235 with a home run. Depends on who starts there. Tatis, kind of surprising, only batting 197 with a home run against lefties this year. You could look at Jackson Merrill. He does hit righties better, but against lefties, 276 batting average with 2 home runs. So I'd rather focus on this offense, probably Dodgers more. San Diego makes sense. I'm really not looking at the pitching. And there you go. That is the early slate done. We're now moving on to the main slate. We've got a 6-game main slate, and we will look into it right now. All right, so it looks like the Tigers at Baltimore Orioles game is kind of in between. It's not in the main slate. It's kind of like when we see Sundays, we see Colorado Rockies when they're at home. You never have the Rockies game on a slate, at least on DraftKings, because it's like an hour after the main slate, and it's an hour before the afternoon slate. So it's in kind of a limbo there. So we're not going to look at that. If I were to look at that one, it'd be Casey Mize in Detroit against Zach Eflin and whoever Baltimore throws out there on the diamond. So then we look at the first game here. You got Washington at the Mets. You got Jake Irvin versus David Peterson. They've seen each other a fair bit. We can put it that way. You got David Peterson coming in, game log wise, 16.4, really didn't hit value against the Dodgers. 20.6 against Colorado, 26.5 against the Dodgers, 15.3 against the Yankees. Very up and down. Has not faced Washington this year, which is kind of surprising. Usually they see a little bit before June, but you never know. When you look at David Peterson, when he's pitching at home, he's got a 272, so he is better at home. It is a massive pitcher's park. And then Jake Irvin comes in, 4.02 ERA. Really hasn't hit value the last 2 games. Splits-wise, he did face the Mets once this year. Gave up 5 hits, only 1 earned run, 4 Ks, 18.9 is okay. 18.9 at 7,600 it's decent. But again, it's the Mets. I don't trust them. Or I don't trust pitchers usually against them this year. So if we were to look at bats, like Washington bats against David Peterson, Josh Bell batting 357 with a home run. Nate Lowe does have a home run. We like to take Nate Lowe against righties, though, and we saw him at a home run yesterday. That's really it for home runs. Against lefties this year, though, Albert Ruiz batting 283. Alex Call batting 356 with 2 bombs. Jacob Young batting 333. Ahmed Rosario batting 310 with 2 bombs. They're okay. James Wood batting 253 with 5 bombs. CJ Abrams batting 239 with 2 home runs. They're not doing the best. At David Peterson might make sense for tournaments here. A little bit. And then the Mets bats against Irvin. Lindor has a home run. Brandon Nimmo has a home run. That is it for home runs. Against righties this year, Pete Alonso batting 316 with 14 bombs. He makes a ton of sense for first base. Lindor batting 285 with 10 bombs. Both have double digits there. Soto batting 229 but has 9 home runs. He's on the cusp of double digits against lefties or against righties. Mauricio, 357 batting average with a home run. You could look at him. He's a cheaper option in a stack there. Francisco Alvarez batting 282 with 2 home runs. Brett Beatty batting 226 with 7 bombs. Those would probably be the ones. I think I'm more focused on looking at the Mets as a stack outside of Washington as a stack. Tampa Bay at Boston is the next game on the docket. You have Zach Littell versus Walker Buehler. We know that Walker Buehler got lit up by the Yankees his last start. Minus 7.5, gave up 7 runs, 5 of them earned with 2 home runs. I think on Friday night. Did not pitch well against Atlanta, did not pitch well against Baltimore, didn't hit value against the Mets, didn't hit value against Cleveland. Like, it's been a minute. 421. It's almost been a month and a half since he's had a decent start here. Now, I know he was hurt for about a month. I get that. He gets hurt all the time. That scares me. He has not hit value. Tampa Bay is a bad hitting team, but he hasn't hit value for a minute. So if you want to use him because Tampa Bay offense is lackluster, I'm okay with that. I don't love it. And then Littell, splits-wise, he's already faced Boston once this year. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 16.7. So not the value you would like because he only had 5 strikeouts, but 3 walks. So the fantasy points went away a little bit. Boston does strike out the 3rd most out of any team, so you could use that information. But if you aren't going either pitcher and you want to go batters, Aranda's 2 for 2 with a home run against Buehler. That is it for home runs for Tampa Bay. But Aranda batting 325 with 7 bombs. Caminero batting 264 with 11 bombs. Brandon Lau batting 271 with 11 bombs. Misner batting 244 with 4 bombs. Jake Mangum with 319 batting average with a home run. Chris Morel batting 237. Like, Tampa Bay makes sense as a stack here against Walker Buehler. Boston bats against Littell. Devers has a home run. David Hamilton has a home run. Jaron Duran has a home run. Against righties this year, though, you could look at Marcelo Mayer batting 242 with a home run. Rafaela batting 252 with 3 bombs. I don't know if he gets in there, but Abraham Toro right now is batting 329 with 4 home runs. Duran batting 283 with 4 home runs. Narvaez batting 291 with 3 bombs. Christian Campbell batting 233 with 5 bombs. Devers has 10 bombs against righties this year. You could look at them. Don't get too comfortable with either pitcher. I think you'd rather focus on the offenses. I think sneaky one would be Tampa Bay today. Again, anything can happen. But yeah, I mean, you could look at those. If I were to take a pitcher, it would be Littell, but I don't know if I trust him. That's what scares me. Texas at Minnesota is next. You got Jack Leiter versus David Festa. So we look at this game. Leiter's never faced them before, and then Festa 17 plate appearance, 353. So Leiter coming in, averaging 13.9, Festa averaging 10.8. So really not ideal. Splits wise, Leiter on the road, he's got a little bit better ERA, 3.42. He's hit value here, especially at 60. He is now 7,500, but he's hit value the past couple of games. Had a stinker against the White Sox, mid against Houston, Colorado did well. So up and down tournaments, I don't mind Leiter. And then David Festa coming in, splits wise. When he pitches at home, he does have a 1.39 ERA. It's only 13 innings. Hasn't done much. His road ERA is 19.64. So he's had 1 road game that was against the Athletics. So not ideal. Looking at this, like, I don't know what to think about this game. Offensive wise, Texas bats against Festa. No one has a home run. Against righties, like, they're doing okay, but Texas overall has been terrible. So you look at that and you're like, okay, I could see some of that. So if you were to take Texas bats against Festa, Josh Young batting 260 with 4 bombs. Corey Seager batting 284 with 3 home runs. Josh Smith batting 282 with 5 bombs. Evan Carter batting 261, 3 bombs. Adolis Garcia only batting 238, but does hit righties better. He's got 7 home runs. And then Wyatt Langford batting 233, who hits righties better, does have 8 home runs in that situation there. Minnesota against righties, Jeffers batting 259. Ty France batting 288 with 4 bombs. Brooks Lee batting 268 with 5 bombs. Buxton batting 258 with 8 bombs. Larnack batting 280 with 9 bombs. These are probably the ones I'm looking at. You could look maybe a little bit of Matt Wallner or Cody Clemens. You want a couple of cheaper options there. I'm avoiding this game, probably pitching-wise, maybe even offensively. I don't know. So you got New York Yankees at the Royals. You got Clark Schmidt versus Chris Bubich. We saw the Yankees, what they did to Noah Cameron yesterday. They're facing another lefty here. Clark Schmidt, 66 plate appearances, 226. Chris Bubich, 55 plate appearances, 313. Bubich coming in, splits-wise, 155 batting average. He's already faced the Yankees once this year. 5.1 innings, 3 earned runs. 11.4, didn't do much. In that game there, they ended up losing 4-3. He gave up 3 of the 4 runs. I look at that. I know he's got a 155. I know this is a pitcher's park, but even with the pitcher's park, the Yankees were able to mash yesterday. in the game I was supposed to be at. And then Clark Schmidt coming in, 4.04 ERA. Looking at this, went 5.2 innings against the Royals back at home, 3 earned runs, 4.77 ERA. So it didn't really do much there. It did come down to the bullpen coming in and then them winning the game. If I were to take one, it's probably Schmidt, but it's most likely going to be another Yankee stack here against a lefty. Judge, monster home run, first inning last game. He's already got a home run against him. He's batting .571 in 7 at bats. So what is that? 4 for 7 with a home run. So small sample size against lefties though this year. Austin Wells, lefty on lefty matchup, doesn't matter. 254 batting average with 5 home runs. You've got Volpe batting .319 with 2 bombs. Bellinger batting .345 with 2 bombs. Judge batting .417 against lefties this year with 8 home runs, as long as they don't walk him. You got Goldie batting .441 with 4 bombs. Ben Rice, 174 batting average with 4 bombs. Not ideal there, but a Yankee stack makes a ton of sense. Kansas City bats against Schmidt. Perez has a home run. That's it. Against righties this year, they are doing pretty well. Michael Garcia, .317 batting average with 5 bombs. Freddie Fermin, .271 batting average with a home run. Bobby Witt batting .284 with 8 bombs. Kyle Isbell, I don't know if he gets in there, batting .293 with 3 bombs. Drew Waters batting .295 with a home run. I don't know if he does. Jack Caglione, a .313 batting average with no home run. So I don't mind. I think this could be a high-scoring game. It just depends on which Clark Schmidt you're going to get in this one, and you never know with him. White Sox at Houston. I loved Lance McCullers yesterday, and of course, he let us down against the White Sox because why wouldn't he? Because why wouldn't he? Of course he did. You got Ryan Gusto versus Sean Burke. Sean Burke's never faced him before. Gusto 5 plate appearance, so basically never faced him before either. So you look at Gusto. He came out of the bullpen right here against the White Sox this year. 0.2 innings, 3 runs. Didn't do ideal there. That was a small sample size. I don't trust him. I don't know how long deep he's going to go into the game. Hasn't really gone 5 innings since April 23rd, so a month and a half. Scares me. Then Sean Burke, splits-wise, when Burke's on the road, he's 445. I want nothing to do with these pitchers. Probably offensive. I would look at offense. Against right-handed pitching, if you were to want to go sneaky stack of the White Sox, Miguel Vargas batting .240 with 8 bombs this year. Palacios batting .219 with 3 bombs. Michael Taylor batting .250 with 2 bombs. Mike Tauchman could be a sneaky option, batting .283 with 2 bombs. Kyle Teal batting .375. If he gets in there, I could look at him. Chase Meadroth batting .281 with 1 home run. I would look at him. You could also look at maybe a little bit of Benintendi as well. The Astros bats against Burke. Again, never faced him before, but against righties, Isaac Paredes at home. Love him. 12 bombs. Christian Walker, .223 batting average, 8 home runs. Jake Myers, .300 batting average with 3 bombs. Christian Walker, the .223 batting average to go with that. Cam Smith batting .252. And Jeremy Pena's been absolutely on fire. If you got a lineup, you got a stack with Houston. I don't see how you don't have Jeremy Pena in those stacks. Pena batting .312 with 7 bombs this year. So I'm avoiding the pitching. I could look at the bats. Obviously, Houston's going to be the stack that people are going to be on, but the White Sox could be a sneaky stack today. And finally, we've got San Francisco at Colorado. It is a Coors game. You're going to be paying up. It is Robbie Ray. It is Kyle Freeland. I would look at Robbie Ray, and I would look at the Giants as a stack against Kyle Freeland. Against Freeland, Tyler Fitzgerald has 2 home runs. Wilmer Flores has a home run. Elliot Ramos has a home run. And Mike Yastrzemski all have home runs. And against left-handed pitching, I would use them. And then Jung Ho Lee, if he's in there, batting .308 with 8 bombs, makes a ton of sense today. And then Robbie Ray, it would be Robbie Ray for me. Obviously, he's 9,300. He's expensive. Splits-wise, home games, 2 ERA. Away games, 306. He's already faced the Rockies once this year, 7 innings, 8 Ks, had 33.4. Now, that game obviously was at home, which is a massive pitcher's park. Robbie Ray's where I'm going. But again, anything can happen here because it is Coors. The ball flies out of there. But if I were to take one, it would be Robbie Ray. It's wild that he's 9,300 because usually when you have a pitcher in Coors, they're cheaper. But it's because of how historically bad the Rockies have been that the pitchers are expensive too, even at Coors. So there you have it. That is the early slate and the main slates done. Before we get into everything else through the 10,000 sims, the keyword of the day is camel, because it is hump day and you guys know what to do. All right. So looking at all of the batters, I have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating right now. Not a ton, but here's what we got. Elliot Ramos, Wilmer Flores, Brent Rooker. 4 is Jonathan Aranda. 5 is Jung Ho Lee. 6 is Kyle Tucker. 7 is Aaron Judge. 8, Alejandro Kirk. 9 is Junior Caminero. 10 is Shohei Ohtani. 11 is Pete Alonso. 12, Nolan Shanaway. 13, Francisco Lindor. 15, and finally, Stephen Kwan versus Nick Lodolo. So we have 15 there. Now we're going to do our pitches be crazy, where we look at the bottom 5 teams that strike out the most and the pitchers going against them. Number 1 is JP Sears at the Angels. Angels strike out 9.65 times per game, 9.9 at home. Number 2 is Robbie Ray at Colorado, 9.6 per game, 9.42 at home. Number 3 is Zach Littell at Boston. Boston strikes out 9.25 times per game, 8.24 at home. Number 4 is Eduardo Rodriguez versus Seattle. I don't trust him, though. Seattle strikes out 9.03 times per game, 8.91 on the road. And finally, Zach Eflin versus Detroit. Detroit strikes out 8.88 times per game and 9.03 at home. So the ones I don't trust Erod. I don't trust Zach Eflin. Sears got hit by the Angels this year, so it's very iffy. The one I do trust is Robbie Ray. That's the one I do trust. And then it's a little bit weary because it's in Coors, which you never know what you're going to get there. That's kind of what I would feel as well. All right, and now we are going to look at the batters we think could get 2+ bases today. Number 1 is J-Ram, Jose Ramirez. Number 2 is Aaron Judge. Number 3 is Jonathan Aranda. Number 4 is Elliot Ramos. Number 5 is Kyle Tucker. 6 is Jackson Merrill. 7 is Ohtani. 8 is Lindor. 9 is Zach Neto. And finally, 10 is Pete Alonso. Now, I wouldn't parlay those together, like all of them, but you could do like 2 or 3 to get a little bit of a better edge there. But again, it's betting. Anything can happen. And then strikeouts, these are the lines that I would look at for strikeouts. Robbie Ray, if you can find a line for 6 or 7+ strikeouts, I'm okay with that. Looking at Brian Wu versus the Diamondbacks, if you can find 5+ strikeouts, I'm okay with that. Clark Schmidt, if you could find 4 to 5+ strikeouts, I'm okay with that one. And finally, Casey Mize versus Baltimore. Again, you can't play for DFS, at least on DraftKings. But if you want to go sports betting, if you could find a line for 4 to 5+ strikeouts for Casey Mize, I'm okay with that as well. So there you have it. That is your breakdown for Wednesday. Hopefully it found you doing well. Hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll. Hopefully you have a great day, whether or not you're playing the early slate, the main slate, DFS, sports betting, getting ready for the U.S. Open tomorrow with the rough that's this tall. Hopefully we look very good for that. Any questions, ask down below. You can always email us. We also have a free Discord in the description of this video where we go through core plays, value plays. We go through everything for you. So have a fantastic Wednesday. Good luck. Let me know how you did yesterday. Don't forget, find that keyword, say it in there, like the video, get us to 200 likes so I can give away a couple of lifetime passes. Good luck today, and as always, bring home some